Hi, welcome into the Tudor Lounge, where we bring you the music and the musicians. Today we've got Diane Swan and we've got Brett Adams, and together they are the Bads. I'm going to get straight into it. Thanks very much, and I'm going to shake your hand. Thanks for coming in. I really do appreciate it, and I really do appreciate it, man. Thanks. Yeah, I want to get straight into it because I've been listening to some of your stuff, and the song California to me is really, it brings it home. Great song. I think it's got a purist sound, and I think that it really nails the transition of where you've been, like the rock kind of element, and you're bringing that into the country element.
You wanna move to California, you know there's something in the water. Think you should go to California, believe the change is better for you.
I think it's real nice, and I wanted to hone into the fact that you're a duo songwriting team, but more specifically on that song, you're a duet.
Yep.
And you sing that beautifully on top of each other, and I hope I don't talk about it too much myself as you guys talk about it, but for me it was a very tight, syncopated vocal, very difficult to sit, right through the track, and it was really great. So I guess what I'm going to say is, one, it's lovely, it's unique. Was it hard getting that together?
Funny thing about that is that it stemmed from the actual idea for the whole song. We had a few chords in the melody, and the melody actually suggested the word California.
Right.
And we kind of wrote it backwards. We just felt like California sounded really cool in that little bit of melody, something like that, because it's a shape of melody. But,
right, yeah, got you.
And then we kind of really wanted to write a song that expressed where we come musically, and the fact that a lot of friends were moving away at the time to go and play overseas, and how restless that made us feel, but how we kind of have been there and done it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what sparked it, just that little bit of melody that suggested the word.
Yeah, so was California lyrics first or melody first?
No, there was a melody with the word, a line that ended in California.
Yeah.
We want to move to California or something.
Yeah, we just
Did
knew
you
that
actually
was the
want to?
idea. No,
Because it would have been a classic
It was
movie,
about
isn't it?
somebody else. It was about somebody else that had just gone to go to California.
Right.
And we've got lots of friends, musician friends in particular, who are going to New York or LA at the moment, Germany even.
Yes.
And when I was, in my early 20s, everyone seemed to either go to Australia or England.
Yeah.
I went to England in the early 90s. And you're exactly right. Your perception of that song is pretty much 100% correct, because we actually wrote the song about that journey when we did that, and we also, as you said before about the sound of that record, we actually went back to, in the song, to the sound that we used to have. We were a lot a darker, heavier sounding band
We sort of referenced that
in the 90s.
Yeah,
and we returned to that because it seemed to make sense, and it also helped us with the whole album as coming full circle to what we've done as working together to going, from quite a heavy sort of alternative rock band, I guess.
Yeah.
Very tiny, maybe country elements if you look very hard.
Yes, yeah,
and
yeah,
we've done
true.
a full circle where we're actually sort of experimented with that again.
Yeah.
To come back.
Look, I think you're in just a very cool place, right, musically now. And I think that for New Zealand, because I was thinking about this, New Zealand's never predominantly been a country kind of, we just haven't grabbed country, but I think with what you're doing, there's a market for exactly that sound right now. And I think that we've probably grown up enough to be able to accept, country and not go back to it.
It comes and goes, it gets cool, and then it disappears.
There's
It's like
so many
old
bands
country.
doing old country.
Yeah, there is. It's flooded. Yeah, it is true. But you've got your own thing going on. And what I really like about the track again, getting into that the California, and there's other songs that we can pull apart like that and really have a great look at them. But California for me too, where you go into, I think it's that triplet section.
Change the time.
Yeah, you change that time. It's real nice, and it kind of brings it back into, like, it shocks you out of it, but it sits real nice. Timing is really cool. Tempo's great. But it also introduces again that you've got that element of nastiness or rock there that's still there. It's the indie. Yeah, it's cool.
I like to turn a song. We like to turn a song on its head not be ridiculous, too shocking, but if you can do it, you know, you can make some sort of turn it around somehow at some point, or there's something unexpected without being ridiculous. That's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, yeah, and it's not even the bridge, is it? Or
it's sort of like an instrumental bridge, yeah. And then it goes into two pieces, so it's almost like twisting.
Yeah, and then I
think
think there's a little bit of a like pause at the end of it too, isn't there? And then you kick back in.
Where the guitar's just hanging on its own.
Yeah, it's hanging on its own, exactly. Yeah, you just that note stitches it together, right? And then it allows you to come back in. It was very, very nicely done. Very nicely done. Is that the most recent track? Or recorded track? I don't know.
Oh, no, well, we recorded it as a part of the album.
Right. Currently.
Travel Light.
Yeah, Travel Light. Yeah, got that.
we did that one halfway through the album.
It's really lovely. So I guess like just pulling it back to, because I haven't had I'm lucky here, like having both of you on the couch at the same time. I haven't had a duo songwriting unit and a duet singing, so I wanted to get back into that. Was it difficult getting that vocal to sit as nicely as it does on that? You know, because you were quite on top of
We
it.
actually sang it at the same time. We didn't track it. We sang it.
No, we sang it at the same time.
Yeah.
Lead vocal. We had
You sang it at the same time, recorded at the same time. Well, that's why it's perfect.
That's what we like to do.
And we did have to concentrate on laying back on what Wayne was doing. We had a tendency to, you know, the red light syndrome, you just tend to push it.
So we had been singing together for a long
delay
time.
it.
Well, I was going to say that, and I didn't want to kind of hinge it on that one or you know, put it on that hanger, but the fact that you know each other so well and you've been together so long, it's almost just like, you know, you're twins, right?
Yeah.
Eh?
That is the advantage of it in the studio. Like if one of us had have gone in and sang at first, the other one would have just been tracking what the other person was doing.
Yeah.
But if you're recording at the same time, you're singing together. And I think that is a difference. Because that's why you don't get that feeling like I've just gone and sung to Brett's track, because he would have had his little nuances happening and I would have echoed those. But if you can do it at the same time, that's great.
Yeah. Gone over that vocal. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about the guitar. You both play guitar on it. So, and first you Brett, like, you know, head off to the really lovely country rock guitar feel. It's really nice, and it comes in. It really comes out like the latter part of the song. 3/4 way through that song, you start to get into that nice lead, but it's not a lead. It's almost like a melody. You know? And there's a section in it where you actually do follow the melody too.
Yeah, well, the outro is the singing melody with different chords.
Yeah.
It turns into a darker sort of thing.
Yeah, it's really
It
nice.
goes a bit shoegazy rock.
Yeah. Can I ask you to just pick that guitar up? And even though you did it on electric, I think, at that stage of the song.
Yeah.
Can you just give us a bit of a finger pluck at that? That
I
outro?
actually tune it down to D, but it's,
That's it. Yeah.
and then it does the same thing at the end. No.
Yeah.
But over. Hold on. Where are we? Over the. We introduced that chord to it.
Right, that's an oddie. What is that?
It's just a flat and fifth, I think.
Right.
And it works.
Yeah, it works. Yeah.
That's an oddie.
What's really nice about it too is that you just have to play that riff and you go, I know that song.
Yes, so yes.
What it is, it's a signature little riff. It's really lovely, and there it is. That's all you have to hear, and you go, hey, that's that song, and that's what you get from that. Well done. So you play acoustic guitar on this as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, on the track as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you mix that? How do you work out who does?
We play them and then we see what suits being in the mix, you know, what loud and what doesn't. We just hear the sounds right, and by the end of it we've forgotten who's played what.
We pretty much go song by song basis what's going to suit each song, rather than get into the politics of who plays what.
Yeah, I got that. Got that. Yeah, no,
And it's
didn't
cool.
imagine it.
Yeah, but sometimes bands tend to get into that stuff.
Oh yeah. I was thinking when we get the band on later on, we want to talk about that, because you know those elements do come into the fight to sort of kick it in. Good. So got guitars, got that, got the vocals, the songwriting process. Do you have like you produce this yourself?
Yeah, for our stuff.
Yeah, great, cool. So Travel Light was produced by you guys, fully recorded, of course, produced by you. Did you could you get out of the song and not be the musician and be the producer?
Sort of.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Kind of a hard one, you know, because
somehow.
yeah.
I was hoping we were doing that,
Yeah.
and we're happy with the results. So
Yeah, because we
maybe
worked with him as well, so
Yeah,
he's,
gotcha.
you know, it's good because between the three of us we managed just to get there and get a different perspective on something.
Yeah.
That's really, I think a producer really is just a person that helps get a good performance. And
The most overpaid doesn't do that much, but comes up with great things, eh?
well, it's just getting a good performance. And
Yeah.
I think because we're all comfortable with each other, that's how we're going to get.
That's the connection again. You're a trio essentially too, because Wayne's been around so long. And, yeah, look, it's fantastic. I'd like to just finish that just by saying that really cool.
Thank you.
Looking forward to listening to it tonight. And I must say, in sound check, it's pretty close to the record, and that's a nice thing to hear, man. Wonderful. All right, we're out of here, and we'll maybe come back with the band and see if we can have some fun.
Thank you.